Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Confessions of a Gamer Boy. I always say that with a
Gamma
question
by.
mark because because it's not really a word we normally use, but it is a different edition of Co-ed Conversations or Confessions of a Gamer Girl. Welcome. I'm your host, Jim Cutie, and today we are joined by TUFSIG, or you may know him as Luke. Welcome.
Hello. Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is quite early where I am, and but I'm very grateful to have Luke on the show. If you do follow him or want to know exactly what I'm talking about quickly before the episode ends, I will have all of his links down below, and you can check out all of his lovely adventures and why on earth I have this bearded man with glasses and a cap in this podcast. We love it's look, it's hat hair, like I had
Yeah,
to actually
exactly.
do my
It's
hair.
early. Come on. I need a haircut.
Yeah, no. I get it. I get it. It's totally fine. Um, Speaking of fine, this fine gentleman has just returned from LA. Why were
And
you
I've
in LA,
just
Tufsy?
gotten over the jet lag. It's taken a while.
It has. It has. I can imagine. Um, but before we get into that, I will get you to talk a little bit about who you are and what you do in gaming.
Well, as Doom Cutie said, TUFSIG collects. I've been creating content mainly Xbox orientated and sort of retro PC as well for probably about 7 years now on Instagram. And it's kind of sort of my creative outlet. Like I'm a graphic designer by trade, so I get to sort of apply those kind of skills to creating the content that I do. And I just do it a lot for fun. Like really, it's just an outlet that I can do to connect with people that, like yourself, that are into gaming and share the same interests as myself. Like that's all it sort of started off as, and then it sort of gained a little bit of traction to then to give opportunities like we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, yeah, very, very exciting. I've followed Topsy for a while, and I will say, for a boy Instagram, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I will say.
I try, like I ponder over how I create my content quite a bit, because well, I do it for a job, graphic design
Mm,
and all that kind of thing.
yeah.
I have a lot of trouble just taking the shot and then being like, I'll just post that. Not to say that there's a lot of editing that goes on, but you'll be amazed how much I'll be like, I'll just move something a millimeter to the left, and then we'll go from there. And that's kind of where it goes. But a lot of people won't, of course, see that. They'll be like, "Oh, that
Of
image
course.
is nice," and I'm like, "Thank you. It took me an hour."
Yeah, my camera roll is full of
Yeah,
that photo
exactly.
in
Yeah,
slightly
but
different
thank you for the compliment.
variations.
I do try and like make I used to have a theme, like I used to do like a theme of images, but then that got just too taxing. So now I just try and have to use your word, an aesthetic, which is usually
Mm,
green, because being
mhm.
Xbox content. But yeah, thank you.
No, you're so welcome. It I am trying hard not to care so much about what the whole feed looks like because that drives me crazy. And I was also
Yeah,
talking to a very young person the other day. When I say very young, maybe like I don't know the previous generation to me,
yep.
whatever that's called. And she said she doesn't look at the feeds. And I'm like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
not a lot of people do.
And it blew me away. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you look at? And she's like, well, carousels and stories.
Hmm.
Like, and from a story, if it's a reel, they'll click into it, but they won't go to the person's profile necessarily. And I'm just like,
It's
what?
really hard to like get retention when it comes to followers or gain new followers at the moment because of just what Instagram's become, where it's
Mm,
just a flick through reels,
mm.
which I'm guilty of. Uh,
The doom
but
scroll.
yeah, yeah, that the doom scroll
Mhm.
is real. So
Mhm.
yeah, I can understand that, and I've kind of like care a lot less about my feed, but I try to keep the style consistent because I figured if someone sees one of the images, they might be like, "Oh, that looks like."
Just in case.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically how I go about it.
I appreciate that, definitely, yeah, yeah, for sure. It's just for me. I think my feed is for me, and everything
Mm.
else is for everyone else, and
Yeah, because that's
whatever.
what they'll see it in isolation, like your post.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, that's it. So, yeah, I
Mm.
it's something that I'm glad that we share. We share as a
Yeah.
struggle. That's great.
Yeah, share the
Bringing us
struggle, and
together.
then we kinda just like, "Do they
Mm,
care? Do they
they
care?"
don't. No one cares.
No, but
But
I
I
do.
tell you what, I do, and
Yeah.
I think definitely I don't know if you saw what I suppose we can link this into your, trip to, um, LA with Xbox.
Mhm.
Did you find that you got a little bit more retention because of that?
A little bit. Like when I was over there, I'm guessing maybe the location and the algorithm and all that kind of thing, it did lead to like getting a little bit more follows. And because at the event, when you're like chatting to all these new people and you're like, "Oh, follow me, we'll follow each other on Instagram," and all that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that, and one thing I actually found a really good thing was I started talking to a lot of people during the event on Threads. Threads is a lot
Mm,
bigger in America than it is here in Australia. I find like
yeah.
Threads is kind of like this offshoot thing that I feel never really took off here, but
Mm,
everyone will ask you, "Are you on Threads?" They're not
yeah.
asking if you're on Twitter for obvious reasons. A lot of people don't want to be there anymore, or X,
Yeah,
whatever it's called. But
yeah.
yeah, Threads is huge there, and I think I gained like 400 followers just on Threads, but maybe
Yeah, wow.
30 or 40 on Instagram. But it's a lot more conversational there. And you
Mhm.
can, when I was posting saying, "Oh, I'm at FanFest," and all that kind of thing, you could say it's part of a community thing, like as part of Xbox, like the Xbox
Yeah.
community on Threads. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, you get people like, "Oh, I'm here too. We should catch up," or something like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that happened a lot, which was great.
That's really cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I always just see it as something, oh, like, if I post on Instagram, post on Threads.
Yeah, it's kind of like this complementary thing,
Mm,
but I've
mm,
since I've come back, I've been using it quite a bit just to chat to people, and a lot of the a lot of other creators are using it so much as well. So yeah, I even said to
cool.
Cam, yeah,
Mm.
get on, because he's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna use it or whatever."
Oh,
But
Cam.
I convinced him to jump on it, and yeah, he's been posting pretty consistently on there as well and
Oh,
getting a
that's
lot of good
so
engagement,
good.
which is good.
Awesome. No, if you don't know who Cam is, that's Wolf Cry Gaming, the person that I had on the previous Xbox edition of
Yes.
Confessions of a Gamer Boy. So definitely check that video out. I'll have that related to this video down below if you want to check it out. Um, so all right. How did this come about? You got to go to LA with Xbox. How did
Mhm.
that all eventuate?
It happened very, very quickly. So I got contacted probably about 2 weeks before I actually flew out,
That's
and they
wild.
said, "Hey, there is this opportunity to maybe." It was very emphasized on maybe travel to Los Angeles for Xbox Fan Fest and the showcase.
Okay.
And they asked if I'd be interested, and I said yes, of course. Uh, Saying this, I didn't have a valid passport. Um, I didn't have any of that because my passport expired in 2021. So I was sort of playing roulette in like, I need to get a passport sorted like ASAP. So
Mhm.
I got that done. I
Mhm.
paid the extraordinary, that
Oh,
word,
it's nearly
amount to get
$1,000 at the moment, isn't it? It's
a 2-day turnaround passport.
oh my god. That's
But that
crazy.
was okay. I'll use it
Mhm.
again, but
Yeah.
yeah, it hurt. Um,
Mhm.
and at this point, it still wasn't confirmed. It still wasn't 100%
Yeah.
yet. So I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And then even a week before, we were still confirming flights and all that kind of thing. It was a very, and this isn't their fault. Like, I sure there's a lot of stuff going on in the background where like this came up and they're like, "Okay, we need to get things moving," and all that kind of stuff. But skip forward to the Friday before FanFest, so we're in Melbourne at the time, and I jump
Mhm.
on a plane at 10 a.m. and I arrive in Los Angeles at 7 a.m. the same day because they're behind us. And
Yes.
yeah, after 14 and a half hours of flying, which I've done before, I've been to the States before, but it's still a
Mhm.
long, long flight.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, like it kind of happened so fast. There was no time to really sort of process, oh, I'm going to America. Or I'm going to do all these things. And even when I was there, it was like, is this happening? Like, what's because, of course, you jet lagged as well. And it was crazy. And we were staying in a hotel in Beverly Hills, which was very bougie. Uh, and
I didn't get a room tour. I was very
uh,
sad
yeah,
about that.
that's
I wanted to
probably the
see.
is that the consequence of being a gamer boy? It's like everyone wants to see
Yes.
the room, and you're like, I just sleep here, man. Like,
I wanted to see the bathroom, the lighting situation.
yeah, it
We
was,
need to get ready with Mies.
yeah,
Luke, what was the outfit of the
yeah.
day?
The outfit of the day was green. Um,
Well, yes,
oh,
but
kind of
which
speaking of the,
green?
the outfit, I got so many people being like, "Where did you get that shirt?" Which was like the one that I wore to the showcase was
Mm.
an original launch shirt that staff at EB Games would have worn
Oh,
back in the day.
yes.
So it said like,
Yes.
"Games are best on Xbox. Ask me now."
Yes.
And people are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, "Oh my god, where did you get that shirt?" And I'm
Yeah,
like, "It's from Australia, mate." Um,
yeah, it is. It's
um,
exclusive to our
yeah,
GameStop
yeah,
here.
and even, I was like, "Oh my god," when, I had the privilege of actually getting to meet and chat to Asha Sharman for a little bit, and she's like, "Wow, I really like that shirt. That's so cool." And I'm like, "Oh, awesome." And then she was
Yes.
telling me how if part of her family's from New Zealand and all this kind of thing. So that was really cool. And of course, when I got to talk to people would have seen that Major Nelson was a special guest,
Mhm.
Larry Herb,
Mm.
and what was really humbling is when I went up to him to say hello, he recognized me from FanFest in 2023 when he was a special guest in Melbourne, and he's like,
Mm.
"You're here? Like, how did you get here?" And I'm like, "On a plane, dude." Like,
We do have them in Australia.
yeah, yeah, like it was not a kangaroo or something like some generic stuff you're gonna tell me, but yeah, it was wild. Like it was
Yeah.
so incredible. Like the whole day, like it was from 8 a.m. and I think I left at about 6 p.m. because
Mhm.
there was like I just was hanging around talking. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of what it was chatting to people from Canada, and there was some people from Singapore, and then of course the people that are local, like a couple of guys I was talking to from San Diego, which is about 3 hours away from
Mhm.
Los Angeles. But yeah, it was just wild. And of course, when you're there and they hear your accent, they're like, "Oh my god, you're Aussie," and I'm like, "Aussie." Like, yeah, so
Uh, yeah,
like,
mate.
what are you
G'day,
doing here? Like, I like Xbox, man.
if you can't tell.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't
But
tell.
yeah, like I'm still sort of pinching myself a little bit, like such an amazing opportunity to
Yeah.
one, travel there, experience it, and be like the audience. Like we've attended the fan fests
Yeah.
in Melbourne before and all that kind
Yes.
of thing, and it's so much more of an enjoyable experience when you're around the hype, you're around the like-minded people that are excited, that are cheering, that are just
Mm.
enthusiastic, and that fills the room. Or like we were in a big like auditorium with a massive screen, and like people screaming and cheering yes and chanting and everything. It just like builds the excitement. It was like nothing I'd experienced at a games
Mm.
showcase before.
Yeah, definitely. It just everything I saw looked incredible.
Mm.
I was following along with a lot of the content that everyone was putting out, and I
Mhm.
loved, Instagram and everything else was working pretty hard to, give me all of the, I guess, the
Yeah.
photos of everything and all that kind of stuff. I was obsessed. I don't know if you attended. I didn't see any pictures, obviously. of you at this event, but there was like a mixer as well. It was like there was
Yeah,
like an ice sculpture and like little cookies and
that
stuff, and
looks
I was
so
like,
cool. Yeah, that was mainly for that was mainly for media. So I did
"Oh,
see
okay.
posts of all that kind of thing because I was like, even though I was fortunate enough to be sent over by Xbox ANZ, I was
Yeah.
just attending as a fan. So
Okay.
like, yeah, there was no sort of media access or anything
I
like that.
see.
So
I
there was
see."
that mixer that a lot of the media attended, and
Mhm.
Arsha was there and all that kind of thing. So that was the night before, which looked very, very,
Oh,
very cool. And
right.
it was just
Okay.
down the road from where they held the event. So
Oh, it was
yeah,
just so iconic. I saw,
yeah, and they had
Aston
like the
and
big
he
Xbox logo.
and the palm trees. It
Yeah,
was so iconic. I was
and it was
just
in this
like
like sort of, it kind of looked like a massive greenhouse, but it was like a
a
just
rooftop.
a
If
yeah, and you could see out to the stars and everything, like very
oh,
Los Angeles. Yeah,
we love that. We love
yeah.
that. It was very like I almost wanted the the picture of like those palm trees and the Xbox logo, and then it just like pan to like GTA. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
could have we could have put that in there
Oh, imagine if
somewhere,
imagine
surely.
if they had like well, like somehow got the announcement rights to do it like that. That'd be pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Because come on, it's LA.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
more GTA
Like
than
a
that?
lot
You
of
know what I mean?
oh, that kind of takes me to like one of the places the day before we had the event, because I've been to Los Angeles before. I took Cam to a couple of sort of the more iconic places, like Santa Monica and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that
Uh,
boulevard with the
yeah,
Ferris wheel
yeah,
and
with the
everything.
Ferris wheel and all that
Just
kind of
get
thing.
it
That's
all
featured
you
in a
need.
lot of video games. And
Yeah.
Cam's just like, "Oh yeah, there's a zombie over there if you're in Dead Island." And I'm like, just yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just the churro
Yeah.
stand though.
Oh, what do you mean I can't buy a machine gun?
Yeah,
That's
pretty much. But
and what
yeah, very
where's all the
iconic
jet
area.
skis that I can just steal?
Yeah,
Surely. Oh.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of the, because a lot of the sort of areas in GTA
Yeah.
5 are based
Yep.
around LA, so it's got that
Yeah.
familiarity to it.
I know, 13 years, it's really ingrained in us, huh?
Yeah,
14
I
years?
played it on the 360. Um, yeah, that
Oh
was a
my,
long time ago.
don't say that.
Yep,
Don't, that tells me
yep,
how old I am. Stop it.
yeah.
Um,
It's got more releases than Skyrim, I reckon.
I hey, it can't be, The Last of Us, surely. Like surely
Oh
that's
yeah,
got
what are they
more.
up to, like 4? They'll probably release it
Yeah.
again with the PlayStation 6 or whatever.
6.
Like, just keep
Yeah,
remaking it. It's fine.
it's fine. They love it.
Yeah.
Um, Speaking of loving it, I am certain that that badge that you got that said fan on it, you were so grateful to have because the app, well, from the videos that I've seen, what was it like to be in the room when Asher just said, "Hey, everyone, you know how you saw that amazing Xbox? You're all getting one if you've got fan on your badge." That
Oh,
is insane. How did it feel?
yeah. Well, it's so funny because she got up and she was talking about how this is her first fan fest and all that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And when she was like, if you look down at your badge and see that it says fan, which I did, like I knew it did, but everyone kind of looked down and went, yeah. Like, she goes, you'll be getting one for free. And I kind of looked at Cam and I'm like, is she for real? And then the whole place just erupted. Like there were people like jumping like around in front of where you probably
Oh
couldn't see it on the
my
camera.
god.
There were people losing it, and because of course on the big screen it faded back to the console, like to show
Yeah, yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
And the word was that she told no one that she was going to
Mm,
do that. Like if you have access to any footage that has Matt Booty standing next to her, like if it's focused on her, he's even like
the hair
what?
girl, what the
Yeah,
hell?
and I'm just I I think she like blew everyone away, including the staff, because every
Mm,
staff member that you talk to said like we had no idea that was happening, and it seemed
crazy.
genuine. Like they weren't like like hamming it up for, the sentiment of it. They were like, we had no idea that was happening. It's like, I work for Xbox and I don't even get one, like that kind of
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
thing. But it was kind of like, it's kind of cliche, but not like takes your breath away, but you're just like in shock
Yeah,
because of course you're like me. I was going to be jumping on my phone being like, when's this thing ready for pre-order? I
yeah,
need it.
yeah,
As soon as it got
yeah.
announced, like I was like flicking through my going on the Microsoft
Mhm.
website. I'm like,
Where do I get this?
and yeah, when can I
Yeah.
get it? Like, when can I give you my
Yeah.
money? And then when she said everyone that attend, like every fan that attended will be getting one, I'm just like, oh my god, like
Incredible.
incredible. And
Mm.
one of the highlights of the thing, just how it was delivered as well, like so nonchalant, like you're just getting an Xbox.
Hey,
And
hey, she's iconic, you know?
yeah,
She's
yeah,
she's
she's
gotta
getting
be.
things done. So
Yeah,
yeah, that was a very sort of cool experience. And
yeah.
of course, being there when everyone heard the news at the same time, it was just
Mm.
electric and awesome. And it was a hot topic of conversation after the fact, because once she'd announced that, it was very soon after that that everyone sort of came out of the auditorium area, and then they'd opened up FanFest, which you couldn't
Yep.
see or access before the showcase. So
Oh,
it was kind
cool.
of hidden. So when you walked into the area, which it was, they had the original Xbox concept thing in the glass cabinet, which is where I took a picture,
Mhm.
and there was just a backdrop, and you couldn't see past it. It was like the main entrance to like a hall area, and
Okay.
no one had any idea what was behind it. And I didn't even assume anything was behind it. I just was like, okay, I'm going to go up the stairs and find a seat and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then when we came out, it's like the whole area opened up, and that's where they had like the different decades, or not decades, like areas of Xbox, where they had the room that was
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up
yeah,
for the
yeah.
original, then 360, Xbox One, and Series X. And what was great is they encouraged you to explore them. So I was that dude that was like looking in all the cupboards and finding like the original Xbox magazines. And there was like a fridge in one of them that had like was just stocked with the Fanta cans that they did the collaboration
Oh,
with.
cool. Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
just like, take one of those, have a
Yeah,
drink. And yeah, what was really great was in one of the bags there was like a backpack that was sitting next to a couch, and it just looked like it was in a kid's bedroom.
Mm.
And I'm like, I wonder if there's anything in there. And I looked in
Yeah.
there, and there was like a note, say like, get your homework done or something. It was like just the attention to detail of the different eras. It was really, really good.
Cool. Yeah, no, I saw lots of pictures of that, which was really, really cool.
Mm.
And I mean, they had to bring it back, like 25 years, it's a
Yeah,
milestone. So that's really awesome that they've included that. And, for them to like keep it a secret until after the showcase,
yeah,
fantastic. Like,
exactly. And the fact that, for example, Major Nelson, Larry Herb, who attended, that was a complete surprise, because that day he was posting that he was in Seattle and the weather was cold and all that. So it was a complete, like, they were trying to like, it was like a ruse. And then he shows up, and he's just and because he was the
yeah.
host of the Fan Fest, so he was
Mm.
going around, he was interacting with fans. And because he has such a history, like I used to watch his unboxings of like Xbox 360 consoles, like back in like 2007, 2008. So of course
Mm.
he'd been there a while, and he's not there now, but
Mm.
he came back at a request from Usher to sort of celebrate. And he's such an iconic,
25. Yeah.
yeah, he's such an iconic. Like I associate him so much with Xbox because, of course, it's Major Nelson.
Yeah.
So like it was so great to have him there and chat to
Mm.
him, and he would do giveaways and talk to the fans. And there was like a little area set up where for Fable, where you could like try and launch a chicken through like the hoops, or you could kick it if you wanted to, um, to win prizes. And there was a claw machine and all that kind of thing, which I got stitched up on a few times. Like
Yeah.
I was just like,
That's what
come
they
on, is
do.
this rigged against Aussies? Like, what's going on? Because I'd grab the
Yeah.
balls, and they would like break, like, because they are those ones that have like the little like pieces of paper inside that would tell you what you won,
Oh, yeah.
and you'd pick
Yeah.
them up and they'd fall apart. I'm like, come on, guys, come on.
Oh.
But yeah, they gave us another go. But yeah, and then I got to play probably about 10 minutes of the new Halo, or the Halo remake that's coming out, which was
Cool.
quite good. I can't wait to
Mhm.
sort of play that again in new resolution. I know that they're adding a lot of
Mhm.
stuff to the game, so for someone that's played that game since 2002, I'm interested to see how much it's changed. But
Yeah.
yeah, like that, and they also even had couches set up where you could play co-op with, like, if you were there with someone. So
Cute.
that was awesome as well. And
Well,
then of
I wouldn't
course,
know that because I didn't see any cute little selfies of you 2,
uh
on the
yeah,
couches, "Hey,
yeah,
bro, can you film
that's
this?"
a
Like
that's a boy's Instagram. Yeah,
Okay, I'll
I
cop that.
yeah, I think the only couple of images I have are of I'm like, hey Cam, can you take a picture of me playing Halo and all that kind of thing? But I'll admit that the day went so quick that
Yeah.
I was like, how I don't have enough time,
I
I
have
feel, to do
5
everything all.
pictures. I've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
here for
I've got
9 hours.
I've got
What?
a carousel ready. That's what I've done.
That's it.
Maybe enough for a reel. I'm just enjoying all the free food and drink. Because
Yes,
yeah, it
we
was
we do love that.
there was great food and drink supplied, and
Excellent.
they supplied us breakfast before the showcase, which was great.
We love
Yeah,
that. We need food. We need to be energized so we can jump over seats when we get
yeah.
our
When we
free
get a free
Xbox and all that
Xbox,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
totally get that. It sounds like, and obviously I haven't been, but now you've been, and you can tell
Mm.
me, it's so much bigger in America. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, I think the ones that we've been to in Melbourne, I want to
yeah,
say maybe 300 people. Do you think?
yeah, yeah, about
Yeah.
that. That's how much the
So
stands can hold
yeah, I think that they have to, like, cap it at the seating
because
capacity and
the
all that kind
event
of thing.
space.
I would hazard a guess that there were at least 1,000 to 1,200 people at this
Okay.
one, which it was
Mhm.
like quite a large sort of like theatre area. And
Okay,
of course, there was media attending as well as the
as
fans.
well.
Because when you get a ticket like to FanFest, you actually get like a +1. So
Okay, so that
everyone can bring a +1, which is kind of cool. And those +1s also get the Xbox, which is, they clarified. So yeah, if your mate just brought you along, like, you want to come to this thing, and they just end up getting an Xbox out of it, you had a pretty
Oh,
sweet ride.
okay. There you go.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that's good, that's good.
yeah,
Um, yeah, no, I really do love that, and I have so much FOMO over that because everything just looked amazing, even if you yeah, well, whichever part that you attended, it looked so amazing, and
yeah.
I'm so grateful.
The themes are on
Yeah.
point. Like, they just
Yeah.
nailed
Yeah.
everything when it came to, because it wasn't a, like, the fan fest. It wasn't a large, like, massive area. Like, think of it as like, maybe, like back at PAX when the big three used to be there, like
Yeah. Yep.
PlayStation and Nintendo and all that. It was probably smaller than, say, like the Xbox or PlayStation stand at PAX, but they
Okay.
compact the it was very focused in regards
Okay.
to what they were showing, which made it a
Okay.
very sort of like close knit, like
Intimate
cozy kind of
experience.
environment. It wasn't
Mm.
like a massive show. Like, they really focused it on, this is for the fans. So
Yeah.
that's why they had the little activities, and how you could look through the rooms and play the
Mm.
games and all that kind of stuff. And then you could come outside and have something to eat and all that. They nailed it. And all the staff were like, this is the biggest one we've ever done, and probably the best
Yeah.
one we've ever done. I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
Yeah. No, honestly, this experience couldn't have been given to 2, like, bigger Aussie fans. Like, between
Thank you.
yourself and Cameron, like, you guys have done so much with Xbox. Your collections are astounding, and I if I was to think of anyone that deserved to go, it would be you 2. So, Well
Thank you. Like
done.
I just I just really am passionate about it. Like I love collecting for it. I'm not a sort of as a completionist collector as say
Yeah.
Cam and all that kind of thing. I'm very
Yeah.
specific in what I want and all that kind of thing, or would like to hunt down. But I
Mm.
just really get into just the fans. I love talking to people on Instagram, like finding new people that have Xbox collections, chatting to people. Like this morning I was chatting to someone about like the lighting kits that you can buy for Xbox 360 kiosks because he has one and he restored it. So we're chatting about that now, and it's just those interactions where it's oddly specific, but just being
Yes.
excited to talk about that stuff, which is very niche. And like, man,
Luke, you are
you,
the only
you must
person I
be.
know in Australia to have an Xbox kiosk, okay? It's very
Yeah.
niche.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I'll cop that. Yeah.
Yeah. You
So,
do have to find the right person for that, for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. So, yeah, that it's just something that I'm really passionate about, and
Mm.
I
Yeah.
just love talking to people like yourself about Xbox and everything about it. And it's been a tough road to go along in the last
Yeah, to
couple of
stay a
years.
fan. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it's been really hard. It's not like you just sort of like blindly following. Like I'm critical of a lot of things that they've done in the past
Yeah.
and in present and all that kind of thing. But it
Mhm.
doesn't I'm of the opinion that it doesn't sort of like take away all the positive of like my experience with it and like my memories and all that kind of thing. Like that not they're still there. It's just the present is a little bit like uncertain, but like
Yeah.
I still, you know, jump on my Xbox daily and game. And I do
Yeah.
a lot of gaming on PC as well because Game Pass is there as well. But yeah, I
Mhm.
just love talking to people about it. It's just fun.
It is. It is fun. It's connection to our childhood. I mean, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's huge. And if that's what you had as a child, you get to you're healing your inner child every time you press that button.
yeah. It's just it takes you back, and
Mm.
uh, you know, us millennials with our nostalgia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, shut up! It's your personality traits. I'm like, yes, it is. We love it because that world
I'm
doesn't exist
sorry.
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's it.
it is nice to sort of like, what is it? Last night or the night before, I jumped on my original Xbox and played. I don't know if you remember this game. It's called Midtown Madness.
No.
It was kind of like an open world racing game before even GTA 3 did open world like car racing.
Oh,
So it
really?
was kind of ahead of its time, where and you could crash into cars. It was kind of like a mix of what you'd imagine GTA 3 was, and
Mm.
a bit of burnout because you could like smack into cars and all that kind of thing. But the originals were on PC, which I played when I was a kid, like on our
Mm.
home computer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just was like, I'm gonna go play that, and grabbed it off the shelf and did it. And yeah, I guess that's the glory of those original Xbox games, and even 360, where you can just grab the game and put it in and just play. No day one updates or anything like that.
Yeah. No internet connection needed. Just
Nope,
pure
nope. Just a
fun.
TV, just a CRT and a
Yep.
controller.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Um, Cam, thank you. Sorry. Luke, I am just still blown away by both of you guys. Like
That's
thinking
all good.
about this experience that you both have had together,
Mm,
um, is just huge. And I'm so grateful that you're in the community and continuing to do what you love in the community. So
yeah.
thank
Thank you.
you
And
so,
it's
so
great to,
much.
of course, have yourself and people like Cam as well that are passionate about Xbox, like, and just love sharing the enthusiasm, because there's a lot of negativity, there's a lot of
Yeah.
pessimistic attitudes around this space at the moment, which is a lot of it's warranted, but I feel that sometimes it overshadows when things are good, things are enjoyable, and things are fun. It's really easy to default to the negative, but it's really great when you can find people that are like-minded, that share your passions, and also just
Mm.
really love talking about it, because that's how you can connect. Like, you're talking to all these new people, you're finding new people and connecting, and you can be in the same country or across the world, but the passion is still the same, and you can be friends and make friends, and it's just great. Like, I love it,
Mm.
and I'll keep on
We're
doing
very
Instagram.
yeah. We're very social creatures,
Yeah.
us Xbox fans, and we always will be. So yeah. Looking forward to seeing that lovely green Xbox
Oh,
enter your
don't worry.
collection.
It'll be
Yep.
it'll be there,
Um,
millimeter perfect on my
oh, millimeter
my
perfect.
Yep.
I will try my very best to at least get my hands on the controller. I know that that is being sold
So
separately,
they gave us
so
a heads up that the release of at least the console will be in November.
yeah,
I would say probably in the next month or two,
yeah.
the controller should come up for grabs. I don't think it's going to be
Mhm.
like an exclusive to the Microsoft Store or anything like that. But
No, I don't
yeah,
think so either.
just keep it on. I think that
I'm
will be
watching.
readily available. Like, I don't think they would do like a limited run of the controller. I
Mm,
think the console will be a bit more sought after, but I'm not sure.
yeah. I think the console and that set is more limited.
Yeah,
I think I've got the 20th anniversary one as well, and
yep.
I've also got the headset. And that one, I think I can't remember. It didn't seem limited edition when I got it. I think I got it from
No, and
EB.
I see that console quite often on the secondhand market as well. I was lucky enough
Mm,
to snag one like you, the Halo with the 20th anniversary and all that kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
such a nice console. And if I'm honest, I thought that was going to be the last one that they did, because when they moved to doing, like the wraparound things for the
The
console,
wraps, yeah,
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 so they had like a Starfield and a Doom one and a Call of
yeah,
Duty one. I thought we were done with limited edition consoles, because of course, last generation, it felt like every few months there was a limited edition Xbox One or something
yes,
like that. But
yeah, yeah.
I thought the Halo Infinite one was going to be the last one, but yeah, they
Mhm.
like, it
Continued.
came out of nowhere. And I mean, translucent,
Mm.
who's not going to go for that, especially um, the gamers that were there for the original Xbox.
Mm. I okay, before we finish,
Yep.
okay, and before I check to see if the Xbox controller is for sale today, um, how do you feel about the back being black? Is that a
I know
mistake?
why. No, I think the reason that they did it is to give it. So when you're looking at it from the front, I
Mm,
feel like they gave it the black background to create contrast with the front.
for the
And that's,
components inside,
yeah,
so I
exactly.
feel like
Because
you
I
can
feel
see them
like,
better.
yeah, so I feel like it was done for a very specific reason, and that's my reasoning for it. I saw the back being black, and I didn't actually think that much of it, because my mind was like, oh, I think I know why they did that. Because when you're
Yeah,
looking at it front on, if it was completely see through, it would have lacked like contrast,
the
or it would
me
have looked a bit
yeah,
like wishy-washy, like very light on. But if it's got the back black, it kind of makes everything more contrasty. And like, if a light's behind it, it's not going to like just blow out and look,
yeah.
yeah. So
From an
does it look,
Instagram
yeah,
photography perspective, it's much better.
yeah. And I guess that was only a prototype. Like, it said prototype on the back, so I could be
Yeah, so it
completely
doesn't work.
wrong,
Yeah.
and it could be like the final version could be all
Mm.
translucent. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
so it will be interesting to see the concept, but we'll see what
Yeah.
happens with the final one. But I don't really have a strong feeling about it. If it ships with a black backplate, I'm not going to look at it. So I'm not that fussed. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Who looks at the back of their PC? No one. No one
yeah,
cares what color
exactly.
that is.
Like that's over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's right. That's like the back of my hair is none of my business, just like the back
Yeah,
of the Xbox is none of
it,
my business. Same.
isn't there like memes and reels about that?
Yeah.
Like when girls straightening their hair and stuff, and there's like the
Yeah.
back. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This who cares? No one's looking
Yep.
at that.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Honestly, just have fun.
Hmm.
Just have fun. Um, thank you. Thank you for being here.
No
Looking
worries.
forward
Thank you for
to
inviting me.
no, anytime, anytime. I'm making more Confessions of a Gamer Boy content, and people actually really like it, and it's very disturbing to me because I work really hard on my Confessions of a Gamer Girl. But that's okay. We give the fans what they want, just like Asher
Yeah.
Sharma.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
I don't know. Your bank account might be a bit like rocked if you're going to give everyone a free Xbox.
Hey, if I could, I would. Just
Yeah.
saying. Just saying.
So would
She's
I.
got to make a statement.
Yeah.
If you want to follow along with Luke and his amazing Millimeter Perfect content, please follow him down below. He's on Instagram, he's on Threads. He has got YouTube and other things like that, but you can
Yeah.
mainly find him there.
Just Instagram, really, and Threads.
Just Instagram and Threads. That's okay.
Yep.
He'll get there.
Maybe one
I'm
day
sure
I'll
he's in
get to
there.
the YouTubes, but
Yeah,
don't think so.
maybe.
Maybe.
We will see. Watch this space. Thank you again for watching Confessions of a Game Boy Xbox Edition featuring TUFSIG. And we will see you next time for another episode of Confessions of a Gaming Girl. Bye, everyone.
See ya.